Welcome back, all my dears, to Sing Your Dad Reacts. My name is Josh, and I'm doing another Dimash reaction here. This is of Dimash and his sister, Rashan, singing All By Myself at the 26th Assembly of People of Kazakhstan Gala concert in April 2018. So kind of going back to my timeline of 2018 here. And then I'll try to put out another, the SOS Slavic Bazaar as well, kind of two right after each other here to get a couple of Dimash reactions out right away. So thank you all for your patience, and I'm trying to kind of ramp up the pace of putting out content. Part of what's hindered me and slowed me down is dealing with microphones. So I've had a lot of issues with my audio and my microphones, and a lot of humming and different things that have been going on. I think I figured it out. So hopefully the quality on this one is better. And I do have this microphone kind of mounted a little bit closer so you can hopefully hear me better. I was having some issues on the Sinful Passion reaction. And so hopefully it's better this time. Yeah, so I did do the reaction of Dimash singing this at the singer competition. So this will be neat to see he and his sister singing in a duet. So these are the lyrics that I found. Hopefully they're correct for this particular performance. Again, props to Eric Carmen, I believe, who wrote the song. The lyrics are, "When I was young, I never needed anyone, and making love was just for fun. Those days are gone. Living alone, I think of all the friends I've known. When I dial the telephone, nobody's home." And then the chorus, "All by myself, don't want to be all by myself anymore. Hard to be sure, sometimes I feel so insecure, and love so distant and obscure remains the cure. All by myself, don't want to be," and then it repeats the chorus there. "When I was young, I never needed anyone. Making love was just for fun. Those days are gone." And then the chorus again. "Don't want to live by myself anymore." So it repeats the chorus there to end it. Yeah, so it's just kind of this melancholy song about, not wanting to be alone, this feeling of insecurity that can come, and that love can feel so distant. Yeah, don't want to be all by myself anymore. So kind of this desire to step out of that shell of isolationism, step out of that shell of loneliness, and into a world where you can experience love and connect and so forth. So it's, again, very relevant to today's world and what we all need to do in trying to connect with people in whatever way we can, and extending our love outwards instead of kind of, being stuck in this little bubble of loneliness and isolation, right? So very relevant lyrics for today's world. So again, for those of you that haven't already, if you could please subscribe, click on the notifications bell if you haven't already. I really do appreciate your support and your positive feedback, your recommendations. I try to be active out on the comments and responding to the comments. I even do, and my son kind of laughed at me, but I respond to the comments in your language, and then I put the English words for my response in the reply as well. So just so those that are reading through it that don't want to copy and paste into Google Translate, they can just see the English for themselves there. But I do read every comment and try to, factor in the things that you recommend and the feedback and things like that. So I appreciate that. Also, if you're interested in supporting my channel and getting access to exclusive content, I'm uploading additional exclusive content to my Patreon account. So I'm starting to get some patrons trickle in, and so I'm trying to add some additional content in there. So things like behind the scenes, a look at my actual studio where I record my reactions, an inside look to that, and also some of my blocked or original artist reactions are out there as well. So would appreciate your support on that. And let's get right into this. I'm excited to see these two sing together.
I never needed anyone, and making love was just for fun. Those days ago, living alone, I think of other friends I know. But when I dial the telephone, nobody's home. All by myself.
That's cool.
Do wanna be all by myself anymore. Hard to be sure. Sometimes I feel so as girl, and that's the distance every girl.
I can already hear, just from like thinking back on his version of this from the singer, that his voice seems healthier, more full. He seems more relaxed and more sure of himself, and his English is better as well. So all those things I think are very positive about this performance, and I'm excited to see when Roshan joins and how they sound together. I'm sure the blend is very good. Usually siblings, family members have really good blend. So let me go back. I kind of stopped it in a weird spot here.
Hard to be sure. Sometimes I feel so as girl.
His jacket's cool too.
That's the distance every girl. Romance girl.
He jumps up into his head voice.
All by myself. Do wanna be all by myself.
This is mixed voice. Wow.
All by myself. Do wanna live all by myself anymore.
Did you hear when he hit the self, how it kind of changed a little bit? The timbre of the sound changed slightly, and he actually widened it. If you look at his mouth, he kind of widened it a little bit to kind of spread the sound out. So these are the things that I'm sure that he's kind of worked on with bringing in the ability to move throughout his enormous range, finding different ways to kind of open up the sound and change things around and alter the timbre for the different phrasings and pieces of the songs that he is singing. So I'm going to rewind that just real quick. You can kind of look at see.
Do wanna live all by myself
effects right there. Wow. Okay, you got this. Nail it.
When I was young, I never needed anyone. And making love was just for fun. So stay second. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. All by myself. I wanna be by myself, by myself, by myself anymore.
Oh. Did you see him kind of motion toward her? You know that he's just loving this moment for her to kind of step into the spotlight, because she, from what I've read, she has other things that she's involved with, and she's not super into singing and things like that. So this is really a stretch for her to kind of step out of her comfort zone, and especially singing with Dimash, right? I mean, your brother is Dimash, one of the most amazing vocalists on the planet, and you're supposed to sing a duet. I mean, how much courage does that take for her to step out there and do that? So props to her, and props to Dimash, for being so generous, a fellow performer, and kind of motioning for her there to sing. And I'm gonna rewind that real quick and see that again. But it's just touching to see brother and sister singing on the stage and sharing in this awesome moment together. It's awesome. Let me go back a little bit here. You can tell she raised the mic before a little bit to kind of, she wasn't sure, so Dimash gave her the signal. There you go. Here's the runs that he does. That was a cool effect. Well done. Good job. Let's see if he says anything here. Oh, there's mom and dad right there. That'll be a proud moment for them.
Армысыз, аса қадірменді
Hello, head of
елбасы.
state.
Армысыздар,
Hello, dear audience of the arts.
құрметті өнерсүйер қауым. Сіздердің алдарыңызда өнер көрсету
Performing for you is a great pleasure and honor for
Рошан
me
екеуміз үшін
and Roshan.
үлкен бақыт, үлкен мәртебе. Қауышқаныма өте
I'm
қуаныштымын.
very happy to see you.
Қазіргі таңда
Today our country
Осы-
has made a name for itself.
еліміз әлем нарығында ерекше атқа, ерекше
It is respected
құрметке.
in the world.
Осы орайда Рошан
In
екеуміз
this regard,
кішігірім өнер кәдемізбен
Roshan and I
Сіздерге
present
осы
our
үшін
art as a gift to
мың
express a
мәрте
thousand thanks to
алғыс
you.
айтқымыз келеді. Еліміз аман,
I wish our
жұртымыз
country and our people
тыныш
prosperity
болсын.
and peace.
туымыз
May our
әрқашанда
flag
биік
be
тұғырдан
on,
көрінсін.
placed on a high pedestal always. Wow. So, like I said, that was really neat to see Dimash sing with his sister and share the stage with her, and to see Kanat and Sveta in the crowd looking on proudly, and that's a neat moment for them as a family, and also for Dimash for Kazakhstan, right? Because this is 2018, and so things are really starting to take off they have already started to take off for Dimash. Obviously, the singer competition was one of the big catalysts for that. And he's continued to grow in popularity through the course of this year, leading all the way up, of course, to now. But it's just a neat moment for him and for the country and for their family, to have him be an ambassador like he is to the world, and also just to kind of universally connect the world through music, right? That's in essence what he does. Think about all of the different nationalities we have that are dears that are watching this reaction and the reactions on my channel, right? I'm just still amazed by it when I go out and see your comments, and I go and I'm starting to recognize the different languages right away when I see your comments and things like that. Whether that's Russian or Kazakh or Korean or Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, Polish, Hungarian, Greek, whatever those languages are. It's great to have all of you watching and experiencing this together and being touched at some level. And I hope that you can see from Dimash's example that we need to, regardless of where we're at in the world, rise up and be an example of kindness, of strong families, generosity, humility, the same way that Dimash shows through his example and the way that he lives his life and the way that he interacts and communicates and treats others. That's part of what I feel like we really need to take on as deers and do in this world. I'm inspired by him and his example of that, especially at such a young age. It's amazing to me. Like this is what he's meant to do in this time when we very much need it in the world. So thank you all for your support of my channel and for watching my reactions and listening to me sometimes rattle on. I hope that the comments that I make and the observations and analysis that I provide is useful. And if you have any feedback for me on my reactions, please let me know. I'm always trying to improve, obviously, my reactions and the quality of what I provide. So I'm definitely open into that, as I'm sure you've learned. But again, if you haven't subscribed, if you could, please do that. I would appreciate it. And I hope that you're all doing well and that you can find happiness in life and come together as families and as societies and have peace and kindness among your people, and quality time with your family. So thanks again. Take care.